All right, let's get into a game with the eyeball man. Probably go amplify spec. This is the best pack here. Quick supply could also be really good here. Maybe we'll do this. Now we always wait and put the amplifying cores on the round 2 Phantom Rays. In this situation, it's not going to look suspicious, but I think really, even if you don't put it on your unit the first round, I don't think it's going to be suspicious, but usually I'm suspicious because I specifically don't put it on the units in round 1 because I'm going Phantom Ray. That being said, now I'm starting to open up to the idea of using Wraiths as part of this composition. It would be even better if we could save the amplifying cores for the Wraith, but I think that's going to be dependent on the drop or something. We are up against a very good pack here. All the units are super slow and super susceptible to the Stormcrawler. Also, this guy's MMR doesn't make sense. Like, I'm pretty sure he was like 2400-ish. Like, the last time we saw it. Now he's down to 21. So, not quite sure what that's all about. Alright, so pretty easy skip. Go for the Phantom Rays with the Amp Core. And he should know what kind of game this is about to turn into. He's already prepared with the Phoenix. Oh, he's an aerial spec. Okay. Forgot to check that. I played against the Eyeball quite a few times. I think I might be losing recently to him. Like, I do remember getting dominated by him recently, so I'm not expecting to win this. With the 13%, he's almost got like an amplifying core on all his air units by default, so it's pretty OP. I think he's trying to go air. I think he's trying to force air. I think, and we lose our last Phantom Ray, and he's going to be cleaning up here. Can we get this Sabretooth? No. The Wraith is good for us. I mean, well, okay. The Wraith may not be good for us because of the Phoenix. The Wasp is good for us, but kind of don't need level 3 Wasp. Level 1 Wasp would do already. Typhoon would be good if he goes with the Wasp. It's probably going to go Raiden. I think we go with the Wasp. Hope he doesn't go for the Typhoon. If he goes for the Wraith, I mean, yeah, I just don't think you can go Wraith into the Phoenix because, you know, we'd have to get range. I mean, do we just get this and eventually go for the range? Oh man. All right, let's go for the Wraith and maybe get range on it later. So we'll just continue to. I think we get at least one more Phantom Ray. And yeah, we probably have to get another Phantom Ray. Might want to level up the tower here. Yeah, I'm not so sure about this. Alright, we see the Typhoon. I guess that's good for us because we didn't go with the Wasp. The Wasp would be kind of hard countered by the Typhoon. We do need some Arc Light on this side here. I don't think we get range on the... I don't think we get armor right away on the Wraith because the Phoenix is doing the majority of the damage, I think, anyways. Couldn't even get the Typhoon. That's pretty bad for us. Redeploy could be good. Probably could just redeploy this guy. But we do have Chaff coming in here as well. Do we start selling out of the Stormcrawlers? Maybe not yet. I mean, this is not good because of the flank. So maybe we can redeploy this. Do we need range yet on the arc lights? Potentially. I think we get cloak on the Phantom Rays here. I guess this is going to be pulled over onto this side, so I'm not sure why I'm not just placing it in the middle. We see more Phoenix now. It's not the worst thing in the world. I suppose he's going to be going for the Raiden or the boat, kind of as the follow-up. The cloak does help us a little bit with clearing out these high-level units, but fortunately we get a pretty bad tower timing here. Can we at least get rid of this Typhoon? Okay. It's just that these tanks are just tanking a bit too much here. Lightning Storm would be interesting here. We will be able to get the Phoenixes. Round 5, Lightning Storm. It's probably not going to come back for cooldown. He's probably going to Lightning Storm us, you would imagine. Maybe we just go for it since we're behind. I'm not sure about this. Guess this is the reason why we don't put everything into one area. I think we just keep going Phantom Rays. Maybe we will just kind of put them a bit to the side here. I don't know, maybe move this guy over a bit so it doesn't get directly hit by a potential storm. It's time to sell out of this. I think it's time to get the oil. And for 100 left over, maybe get the damage, or let's just be safe here. We could get a tower sniped. Alright, so the lightning storm does come down. We haven't gotten our shield yet. Hopefully some of these rays end up surviving. We do see the second pair of Typhoons, and now they have Mechanical Rage, which is a bit, yeah, a little bit concerning, but Aerial Spec would be worse for us. I don't think we go armor quite yet. We're still more worried about the Phoenix than we are these, it's only one level 2 Typhoon. I don't think it's gotten the level up to 3 yet. Okay, it has. But at level 3, it's already too much, even without aerial spec for the shield, for the armor, so we're not going to get armor. Fortress could be good for the Phoenix. I think we go for that. Marksman could also be good, given the Phoenixes are pretty close, and they will kind of move forward. But it's just, there's a chance that these, I don't know, it's just a chance that these things don't connect. On the other hand, we don't really need a level 2 fortress. The opponent might go fortress, though. Fortress would be pretty good against the opponent. So let's get that, and I think we... need to move this. Back here. Let's get our aerial spec. Or aerial barrage. Probably sell this now, even though he's actually doing a lot. Actually, it's in the line of the... It's because of fuel. Let's just keep it. I think this is okay. Although, probably need it like this. And do we borrow an upgrade? I think so. Uh-oh. So, wasn't expecting this. It's kind of bad that we committed into the fortresses now. Hopefully the fortresses are still useful, let's say like against the Typhoon or something. These boats are super scary. Yeah, just go for the fangs there, right? Okay. And now they're level 2. This might be GG. Improved Wasp is not going to help us. The aerial spec, marksman probably would have been better now, in retrospect. Could go aerial spec, could go range, could go EMP, but there's still a lot to invest. Now, how do we counter this? Kind of need chaff clear. Think... Oof. This is so rough here. Do we just build some chaff of our own? But we kind of don't have the deployments here, right? Wouldn't mind just now moving this guy over, maybe to do some chaff clear. Alright, I think we just go for this. Probably sell out of this. And let's definitely get some levels, I think. Probably more than that. We'll go for the shield, I think. We want another level. Maybe another one of these guys and get range. Bad positioning here, but we will be able to redeploy it later. Oh, that was a really good missile. Looks like we're actually able to counter this with the Wraith in the range here. I'm pretty surprised. It's just that these Wraiths are actually really good at chaff clear, and you don't necessarily need to go Vulcan Warcrime, every single game now because of the Wraith. Smoke. Yeah, these are still doing some damage, but does smoke really do much for us? Probably not. Probably not a bad thing, though. We could just throw down a war factory, though. Or maybe let's just keep playing conservatively here. So let's 40. I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it just for that one unit. I think we do want to get a shield. Let us reposition this. Yeah, these are still doing some damage, so I think we need to keep it. These arc lights. Well, this arc light is useless, so we can get rid of him. For 600, I don't know. I feel like we need more Wraiths here. Just to make sure all our chaff clear is taken care of. Yeah, these forts are still doing a lot here. For example, they're darkly attacking and they're getting locked on to the Typhoons, which is one of the biggest threats to the Phantom Ray here. Everything's getting moved over to the left side, which means the tower is at risk, but the forts are acting as shields. Unfortunately here, this pack is just not where it's supposed to be, and yeah, this is not going to be good for the remaining units here, but should be able to. They'll get a timing, but we'll also be able to get a timing. Just the question of, is this Wraith going to survive? Probably not. Oh no, that's not a good timing for us, I think. Now he's got steel ball production. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. It's a very good beacon from him. We spread out all our units, but really we should have kind of had more stuff here. Alright, let's just take a look at that last round and see what we could have done better. We'll skip here. Upgrade everything. Yeah, I think we still have to go with the shield. We just have too many units here not to get the upgrade. This could almost be left alone, but we do have the extra deployment. It would be exploitative to move this over here, so I think we just kind of do what we did before, but maybe just have more stuff on a little bit more stuff here. And let's just see if that makes a difference. Mothership as well, but Mothership is fine because we have the Wraiths here. The Wraiths are actually so good. They really do damage to everything. They're all around. But the main thing is they chaff clear really well. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Are we able to get the tower here? No. So it looks like the same situation as before, right? We have this one lone Wraith which is isolated, then we lose the tower, and then we have a really bad tower timing. We survive slightly longer here, but it just, the problem is he just put his entire army on one side, whereas we have our army split evenly. So it's a very exploitative way to play this. Um, well, I feel like we do win if this half of the army is able to join into the fight, but it's just somehow with his beacon and with his like late chaff, the half of the army just gets pulled here, whereas the full army is attacking half of our army here. Um, yeah, well, anyways, that was a very well played game from the opponent, and hope that was enjoyable. All right, I want to take another look at that last round, and I do believe that we cannot win if we just keep going more Wraiths and more Phantom Rays. But I have figured out a way to win here. So if we just go for the gut shot War Factory, the result is actually pretty impressive. So we'll get the armor, sell out of this, and we can afford a level 2 Wraith. We can redeploy this a bit closer, and we have range, and we have enough for a missile. Actually, I think speed is probably more important here. So maybe we'll just stagger this slightly back, and we'll see how this goes. So the Wraiths, they do some chaff clear, and they're good into pretty much everything, chaff related. And obviously the War Factory is just an amazing tank, right? They'll tank for days, and by the time it's done tanking, well, you can see here most of the army is dead. So I did replay this a few times, trying to work work with like different techs on the Wraith, for example, the 8 gun, and just moving stuff around, but it just couldn't really work. But if you plop down a level 2 War Factory with armor on the line, it really just seems to win the game. And I feel like with these high MMR players, for example, the eyeball guy, you pretty much need to put down a War Factory, I think, on the last round every single game, in order to win it. Because if you're going stuff like Phantom Ray, Wraith into boats, I mean, it's probably 50-50 if you'll win. More like 60-40, you lose. So it's just one of those things where you're probably not going to win. It's like playing against Woot or Rat in a strategy where they are dominant at, and you try to play their game. You're probably not going to win. But when you come out with the War Factory, it seems like, no one's really expecting it. I mean, of course they are expecting it, but they're not really expecting it. They're just expecting you to continue doing your whatever your build was before. And then no one's expecting you to just go all in. Forget about your carry. Just go all in on a War Factory and put it on the line. So that's, I think, is what we're going to start doing more often. And so instead of thinking that, okay, we were doing very well with our Wraith and Phantom Ray composition, let's just keep doing what has worked. We always transition now on the last round to a War Factory. So let's try to keep that in mind for next time, and hope you enjoyed this.